Oh, sky gazers, if you love things like this, you're going to love Sunday night. We're looking at a total lunar eclipse this weekend, on top of it being a super blood wolf moon.
What does that mean? If you're planning on watching the lunar eclipse, you may have to stay up late for this one. Joining us this morning to tell us all about it is astrophysicist Rachel Ward-Maxwell. Good morning to you, Rachel.
Good morning.
Thank you very much for joining us this morning. Let's start with what exactly are we're going to see the sun be, the Earth is shading the moon. That's how it works, right? The Earth is between the sun and the moon?
Yes.
I'm remembering properly.
Yes.
How does it work? Tell us a little.
That's correct. So you have the sun and the moon and the Earth all lined up. I have sort of a model here I can show you. So as the moon's going around the Earth, it passes into the shadow of the Earth, and what you're going to see on Sunday night is it's going to look like a bite is being taken out of the moon around 11:45 at night, and then the moon is going to be completely cast in shadow. Almost looks like it disappears from our sky.
And how would someone see this? You know, in the city of Toronto, is it visible?
Yes, absolutely. As long as it's clear skies, it's visible in Toronto. The moon is the brightest object in our night sky, and so you don't really need a telescope. If you have one, then you can certainly take a closer look. But this is something that anybody can enjoy as long as the skies are clear, no matter where they are.
And you also need a little patience because this isn't like a solar eclipse, which happens fairly quickly. This takes a little while.
Yes, you're right. This takes about 3 hours for the entirety of the eclipse. As it passes into the shadow of the Earth, it makes first contact with the darkest part of the shadow, as I mentioned, about 11:45, and then it's going to enter complete shadow at about 11:45, and then it'll be in total darkness for about just over an hour. So you have a lot of time, a lot of opportunity to take a look at it, and then the whole thing ends at just before 2 a.m. So it's a late night, but certainly something spectacular to see. The moon might look a bit reddish-brown as well, which is quite striking.
And is that, so we love the name, the super blood wolf moon, I assume because of the red. Where does the wolf come in?
I think it should be the super bad blood wolf moon.
Bad blood.
And you gotta say it like howling.
The big bad red blood wolf moon. The blood moon comes into play because of the reddish tinge that comes that you will see on the moon. So total lunar eclipses are sometimes referred to as blood moons because of that reddish tinge, and that happens because the sunlight is bending around the Earth. Our atmosphere scatters that light, so only the red makes it to the surface of the moon, giving that color. Kind of like all the sunsets on Earth all at once are shining on the moon. The wolf is a name for the first full moon of the year. So in certain cultures today and throughout history, they use a lunar calendar, and so January, the first full moon of the year, is sometimes referred to as the wolf moon, similarly to how in September we are perhaps more familiar with the harvest moon, which happens usually in late September, early October. The super is, I was just going to mention the super is when the moon is at its closest point to the Earth when it's full. And
one last quick question. This isn't dangerous. Unlike a solar eclipse, it's okay to watch, right? There's no issues with that.
Yes, so you don't need special filters or protection for viewing this for your eyes. It's totally safe to watch with the naked eye.
Very cool. All right. Happy super wolf blood wolf moon to you, Rachel. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
I still screwed it up. All right.
That's all right.
Breakfasttelevision.ca if you want more information on the timeline, the breakdown, all that good stuff.